welcome back to another video on Clue Classic. So we're gonna do another game with detective level computers, and I think my last video we did against 3 computers, right? And we won. So now let's go against 4 detective computers and see how we do. Oh, well, that works out splendidly for me, because if I have Ballroom and I'm Mrs. White, and you just showed a card, I know exactly what you just showed. Wait, if I have Ballroom and I'm Mrs. White, that means you did show Lead Pipe. Oh, so there we go, that's who has it. It was Peacock. Oh, uh-oh. What does that tell us? So we know White has conservatory, so even if I hadn't shown anything, White would have had something to show. But now Mr. Green, we know, is not green, because if the computers ask for it, it means they don't have it. Or Peacock, or Plum, because both of them just said they don't have it. And then Wrench I had, and we know who has conservatory. Okay. Yep. You're parroting the Mr. Green and Wrench guess. Yes, you are. So once again, I will show you the Wrench. But let me make a note here. Since you just guessed Lounge, it means you don't have it. So let's just say not Peacock on that. Once again, I'm going to ask Colonel Mustard. And how about... So let's see, we've already had someone, Mrs. Peacock, asked Revolver. And she has not asked it again, which means someone showed it to her, but nobody has guessed Rope yet. So that could mean that someone has it, but because I'm now down to only 2 weapons, it probably means that no one has it, and they just haven't gotten down to their list to hit Rope yet. Ah, man, but this isn't going to be a very good turn for that, though, because I've already got the room open for someone to show me and the person. And I don't want the computers to get excited and figure this out before me. So actually, I'm going to go back to Wrench. Changed my mind. I do still think it's Rope, but I'm not going to ask it on this particular turn. There's that Colonel Mustard. Green had it. So Mrs. White doesn't have it. And Mrs. Peacock doesn't have it. Who has it? Well, if I don't think that you have Revolver, that possibly means you have Kitchen. So I'll put a question mark on that. Now I'm going to parrot the computers. And let's go with Mr. Green. And now I'm going to go ahead and risk guessing the Rope. Even though this is going to make my guess look really suspicious to all the computer players, and they're going to parrot it, and it's going to get them closer to the answer as well. I'm going to do it, though. I might regret it, but I'm going to do it. Okay, cool. That's actually very nice. Because now the rest of the computers are not going to get suspicious. Because the first computer who had the opportunity to show me a card had a card to show me. So that actually works out. I'm okay with that. I'm not sure why when you go into the study, it makes like a double sound effect like that. I don't know what that's about. It only does it in that corner, the study room. Alright, what was this? Study, Mrs. White, I have. You already know Peacock is Candlestick, okay. But I'll make a note here that this is not white or green for the study. You're in the hall, okay. So if you're going to stay here, that means you must not have hall either. Stop with the knife. Alright, so for hall, we already said it's not Plum or White. Now we also know it's not Peacock, because she's asking. Not Peacock for that. And then Plum, we now know, is not Peacock or Plum. Who has nobody asked? You know what nobody has asked yet? Miss Scarlet. No one has asked for me, so that's suspicious. I could follow everybody into the hallway. Could go to the ballroom. Could go to the lounge. Where else? Let's see. Nobody's been to the billiard room yet. Has anyone been to the library? I think so. So billiard room seems to be the standout. Obviously I can't get there in this turn though, and I'm not going to stand in the hallway like an idiot. So I guess I will go to hall. And then the following turn I'll be able to make it out to go to billiard room or library. Alright, since we're here, I'm gonna guess myself, because nobody's been asking for me. And I'm gonna go ahead and say rope. Because nobody's asked for rope either. There's the hall. Okay. Green at it. I'm gonna stand out in the hallway. 2 rooms you could have gone into. And you're not, which tells me that somehow you know it's not billiard room. But you haven't been in it, which makes me think that you might have it. And ballroom, I probably showed it to you before, that's why you're not going there. Oh, there's that Colonel Mustard. It's not the knife. Peacock is hung up on the knife, hung up on it. She really thinks that's what it is. Alright, what did you just show? It wasn't mustard, and it wasn't knife, so thank you for telling me that you have the library. Perfect. Our rooms are getting narrowed down by the second. Even though I really don't think it's a study, let's go ahead and go there so that next turn I can go to the kitchen. Alright, while we're here, we're gonna once again guess rope and scarlet. And see what happens. Yes. Oh, damn though. Fuck. Alright, hold on. So, this is good. Because this has narrowed down my rooms down to 2 options. And pretty clearly given me confirmation about suspects and weapons. It's possible that Plum has Miss Scarlet and rope. Possible, but unlikely. Because now we know for sure that this is either Plum or no one. And same with Scarlet. It's because no one was asking them. I'm like, come on, why is nobody asking these? It's because not a one of them had it, and they must not have been getting down to the point in their list to be prepared to ask those questions yet. So this is good for me, but bad for the computers, because now 100% all the computers are going to come down to the study and copy this exact guess, and they're all going to find out as well that it's Miss Scarlet and rope. And they'll eventually find out it's not the study. Yep, and yep. Yeah, you guys, they're all gonna copy me now. Because they know that I must be really frickin' close. So they're all gonna copy. You showed study. Mr. Green, you can't get here very quickly though. What are you gonna do? You're gonna say fuck it and go to conservatory. Okay. Ignore all the hype about the study. Oh, and just completely go off script. Ignore what I just said, even though I obviously must have been very close to it. Just ignore all that. So here's what I'm going to do once again, is I'm going to copy the exact same guess that I just did. Kitchen, rope, and myself. And the only thing that should be shown to me is kitchen? Potentially? Ah, you did have kitchen. So that's it, that's the room. So should I make an accusation now? Because we're down to, I just don't have confirmation that Plum doesn't have these 2 things. And Plum has not asked either one. I don't think Plum has ever asked for rope. I'm not sure he's ever asked for Miss Scarlet either. Is it because he has both of these cards and so he knows not to ask them? I would do it, but Professor Plum is looking as likely as Miss Scarlet at this point. But didn't more people ask for Plum than just in this last turn? I think more people had asked that are no longer asking. I think, which means that White does have it and has eventually gotten around to showing some people. Okay, I'm gonna go out on a limb on this game. Fuck it. We're just gonna go out on a limb and make an accusation, because this is exactly what the computers would do. They would take their little hunches here and just roll with it. So, let's take a guess that I did it. We know for sure, well, not 100%, because we're not 100% sure the green does have billiard room, but I think he did because he chose not to go in there. So we are like 99% sure of the room. And the weapon, we're down to 2. Alright, let's go. Let's see if this was right. Dang, Miss Scarlet, you're strong to strangle him. No, 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 no. Crap. Dang it. Something was wrong. Oh, crap. My guess, if I had to guess what was incorrect, I'd guess the person. It might be Plum instead of Scarlet. I am pretty sure about these rooms. Like, the only one that I'm not yet positive about is billiard room. But Green didn't go in there, which tells me he didn't want to go in there because he already knew about it. And people have more than one person has asked about Revolver, and they are no longer asking for it, which tells me someone had Revolver and eventually got around to showing them about it. That's why they aren't asking. So I really do think it's Rope, so I'm guessing it's the person. The person had to be wrong. Well, let's see. Now that I have to sit out a turn, though, the computers might go ahead and make an accusation while I'm stuck here and can't do anything. Yeah, if you're gonna copy me with Scarlet and Rope because you're sure that that's it. We've really narrowed these down, right? Like, we were sure that it was Plum or no one for the Rope and Miss Scarlet, so that means that you had to have shown the lounge? Which you could have. All we know is that White and Peacock don't have it. So let's go ahead and say that we think Green has this one. Here, I'll leave that open again. Could I have been wrong on the room? I mean, I guess Mr. Green could have not known the billiard room and just chosen to prioritize figuring out conservatory. I mean, I guess that's possible. That's possible. But he still didn't choose to go to billiard room. He went up here to ballroom. So now that I've shown him ballroom, is he now gonna come down here for billiard room? See, even Mrs. Peacock's not going to billiard room. Why are none of the computers going in there? It's probably because they know that it's not it. Or potentially they're just not at the point in their list yet. They're just not at the point in their list yet to try to figure out billiard room. They're just choosing not to do that one. I'm surprised no one's made an accusation, though. Are you guys gonna do it on this turn? Well, if you stand in the hallway, you can't make an accusation. What are you doing? Is he gonna head back to conservatory? Where else would he be going in that corner? Where are you going? Why is everybody going to conservatory? I know that White has it. White showed me. It's not the knife. Miss Peacock, I swear to God, it's not the knife. Stop asking the knife. It's not it, I promise. You've already forgotten about Miss Scarlet? Does that mean that someone showed it to you? I'm not close enough to get to either of these rooms, so I will stay here, make a suggestion, and try to figure out what the heck is going on with suspects and weapons. So let's go back to my guess that put me in the timeout zone of Scarlet and Rope. Because now if someone has Scarlet and Rope, they have to show me. And it has to be Plum if he's got them. Plum didn't have it. He didn't have them all along. So then I fucked up on the rooms. That's what I got wrong, was the room. So the only two rooms that I didn't get a definitive answer on was billiard room or lounge. And I guess lounge. So that means, if this is a 50-50 shot, that means now I should guess billiard room. Right? And now this should be correct. It's only between these two rooms. Lounge and billiard room. That's it. It's only between these two. If it's not lounge, it has to be billiard room. And I've just confirmed that I was correct about suspect and weapon. So, screw it. We're gonna make another accusation. Right now. It's definitely Miss Scarlet. It has to be billiard room. It has to be billiard room. And it's definitely the Rope. 100%. Go. There we go. There we go. Yes, it was me again. There we go. Thank you, a nice shiny new badge. Perfect. Wow, that's 2 games in a row now where I've been the suspect, huh? So that's what it was. I was too quick to assume that Mr. Green had billiard room just because he chose to not go down there and to go up into conservatory and ballroom instead. I was just too quick to write this off. So, I mean, I'd say that this game was still pretty close. For the computers, like, they were narrowing stuff down. They were all pretty close on rooms. Suspects and weapons, they were kind of a little bit all over the place. So I was lucky that they didn't win this before I did. But you know what? We won. Even with one false accusation and having to lose a turn, we still won. So I'd say that was pretty darn good. Well, thank you for watching another video on Clue Classic, and I will see you in the next video.